I mean, Facebook is weird, man. People on Facebook are weird.
Really?
Yeah.
As a person on Facebook, I find that very, very concerning, and I need to like assess myself for something.
Yeah, I
Why are
mean-
people on Facebook weird? What are people on Facebook doing?
My mom always asks me, Oti, if I get a sangoma role, will I take it?
Saying that within the acting space, it's also important to be good looking according to society standards. Welcome back to 4TV Gang. It's a beautiful Saturday, and you're sitting with me, your host Lulu Blue, and I'm Angie Handingeta. I am with Londa Mkhize, an actor, and he's going to tell you a little bit about himself. So, welcome, Londa, to 4TV.
Thank you for having me.
We don't have coffee. What would you like? I'm joking. Can you please tell us a little bit about yourself?
So, Londa Mkhize is an actor, an artist, a writer, inspiring director. Yeah, I mean, I'm more into the creative space. I'm more into film. I'm more into theater. So yeah, I'm just sort of juggling on that TV and theater.
Which is very interesting and fascinating because I do not think that adverts will offer film and television and theater at the same time. So can you please just tell the audience what you actually are studying?
So I'm studying theater and performance, which is a theater performance course, majoring in performance studies, which is acting, and CPM, culture, policy, and management. And I'm also, this year is my honors year. My honors is based on theater and ecology by Dr. Maya.
That's quite interesting. You mentioned another course that you kind of like said it's part of the courses that you majored in.
Yeah.
You mentioned performance, and the other one?
CPM, cultural policy and management.
Yes. On that particular course, you kind of mentioned something of like where you were like, that's the course that actually touches on the business side of arts. Yes. Can you please just tell us a little bit about the things that you guys get to like explore in that course?
It's an amazing course, CPM, Cultural Policy and Management. I was introduced to it in 2022, November, which I was going to choose it in 2023, my third year, for as one of my majors. So CPM is basically, simply just that, the management side of arts. So what we get to do, which I'm very, very excited about when I first found it out, which we are being placed in arts organizations to do our traineeships. So I'm basically I am placed in Seabrook, Chris Seabrook Music Hall. So there I'm doing stage managing and lighting, sounds, so it's very interesting. So it's basically just, getting to see how to run a company, how to run an art organization. It's an amazing experience.
And it sounds very interesting because it also helps diversify your skills because you're not just a theater performer, an actor, but you get to also learn how to do other stuff within the industry. Because I think being versatile in your skills is one of the things that we emphasize a lot on this channel. And I like that you actually touched on that, which is quite interesting. Can you just share with the audience some of the productions that you've actually worked in? Because I'm sure some of them are like, this face, he's familiar though, but where do I know him from?
Yeah, so my TV debut was in 2021 December. I was an extra in Mzali Wami. I was a gangster, so I was hijacking people.
That seems nice though.
It is. I mean, yeah, it's nice. It's nice. So that was my TV debut. And then 2022 February, I got like a supporting role in Tangled. It's still showing now on Showmax. In Tangled season 1, I was playing the character of Sakile, Reggie's younger brother. That was an amazing experience. I worked with Usenzo Hateba, I worked with Upel Modiadia. Amazing. And then also in 2022, I did a Luxion Bioscope titled Indodakazi Yami, which was also an amazing experience. And then this year in February, I was shooting a movie titled Intlanjululo, which we were shooting in Boxburg. An amazing director. So yeah, I think that's so far in TV. That has been my work.
Okay, it's quite interesting as you're mentioning the work that you've done, and I keep seeing all the Zulu titles coming up. Like, do you do it intentionally? I'm like, mina ngiyindoda yomZulu. I'm a Zulu man. I'm gonna stick to like the Zulu stories, or are you just passionate about sharing whatever story that it is?
Exactly, not at all. I mean, when my agency is like, okay, Londa, here's something. Are you interested? So do the audition, get the role. So it's definitely not about.
Maybe say something about the industry. Are they making a lot of Zulu title songs than they are about any other tribe?
There's a friend of mine I met in Joburg Theatre. He said to me, if you do not know isiZulu as a South African actor, that is bad for you. I think this industry in our country, it's 70% Zulu dominated. I mean, yeah, I think that's my observation. As an actor living in South Africa, what Zulu is yeah.
So I think I've heard other actors on other podcasts actually speak on that.
Yeah.
And this one time I was listening to a podcast show with Mike G. I don't know who he was interviewing, but that person actually mentioned the fact that that it's an advantage to know isiZulu, because if you don't know isiZulu, you don't eat. So let's talk about the issue of the South African industry now sort of like shifting to be more like an ancestral practice platform. You hear a lot of actors coming out and saying that we had to go to the person's grave to ask for permission to use their clothes for their production, which that is specifically with Wiseman. Yes, Wiseman. We always say that because he played the role of Mendoza. He said that in his interview, he mentioned that that they had to go to his grave to appease the ancestors and stuff. And then he also kind of like others also mentioned, like the actors from Ushaka Ilembe. They mentioned that as they were on set, they could feel like the presence of Yabo. And they felt supported and all that. What's your take as like a South African actor? Don't you think that is kind of like bringing about maybe concerns to those who do not align or who do not believe in ancestral stuff? Because I'm an actor. I just wanna. I'm 100% maybe Christian or 100% Muslim or Islamic or whatever religion, or maybe I'm actually atheist. And then now when we are on sets and people are saying that there are these spirits on sets, what's your take on that direction? That the set now is now like being presented, or experienced rather.
Yeah. Those spirituality subject is very tricky. But I mean, I think my take on that is that number one, you have a right to say no, basically. If you feel like you are uncomfortable on set, you have a right to call your agency and be like, "Yo, this is what is happening. I don't feel, comfortable and stuff." But in terms of working, I am Christian, right? Christian, 100%. But I've played roles that are spiritual, that are traditional. How do you call it? That are ancestral. Yeah. But I think as an actor, I mean, with me personally as a Londa, I don't shy away from that. I don't say, okay, because I'm a Christian, um I won't be on set where Beshisimpepo. Because also it's for their, maybe Chisimpepo helps them, get into character. You never know. When we perform at the theater, I go in my corner, I pray. Some people go on their corners and do their own thing. So it's basically just doing what you believe in, because it's simply just that, because that's also my routine before I get into stage, or before I go to set, I pray. That's what I believe in. So some people may do that, but differently. Maybe washing people, or doing their prayers, praying for to their gods and stuff. So I think it's just that. It's just a matter of understanding that when you go to set, it's not everyone who's Christian, just like you. Some people are, they practice a different rituals and cultures, some would say. So yeah, I think it's just that. Even at home, they because I'm coming from a very Christian family. My mom always asked me, Uti, if I get a sangoma role, will I take it? My answer is yes. I think I will take it because I'm an actor. When I'm doing that, I'm not Ulon. I'm that character. So when I'm playing the sangoma, it's not Ulon. I'm playing the sangoma. Londa is out of that now. It's a different person. That's unfortunately that's our work. That's what we do.
Thing that came to mind, because obviously roles like playing a sangoma, playing a gangster, playing what, it's just a role. I think the whole conversation begins now when people are like, they're feeling things on set, they're experiencing spiritual driven things on set. That's where the question of, okay, maybe this is not just a role, this is more like, I don't know, you're trapped in a space and you end up doing or experiencing, or you're in the presence of spirits that you wouldn't want to be in the presence of, on like by choice. So now that then it opens that. So I cannot get where your positionality in terms of saying, as if it's just a role, of course you would play like a sangoma role or whatever role that is there, because I mean it's a role, you're portraying that person, you're not that person. But okay, when people that are gone, that you start experiencing their presence, and that brings in the question of, now is now the industry only for those who believe in ancestral, or who believe in who are Christian and ancestral as well. But yeah.
But no, I don't think like that. I think it's the same thing as sex scenes, like sexual scenes. If you can think about this, there are many shows now that do that. There's so many, sexual scenes. Showmax, you can name them all. One would say, if I got a role and then I had to do that, will I take it? You have 100% right to say, no, I can't do that. It's same thing with the spirituality. If you feel like you don't, like it's not your thing, then you have the right to say, okay, no, it's not my thing. I will go. There's so many politics, I say, and also oppression in terms of getting. Also, I would love to talk about this. I've had a very long argument about this with my fellow, actors and actresses about influencers getting roles. Like people you see on Instagram, TikTok, now they're getting roles, and people who are actually studying for this, they are not. So it goes back to the question of is it really worth it? Is it really worth going to varsity and do theatre and performance if they will cast influencers because they have followings, because
the ratings are going to go up.
So it's a thing of, are we doing this for numbers? I mean, it's business, yeah, but are we doing this because of they need talent, they need people who can act, or they just need faces that can attract the audience?
So are you saying that within the acting space, it's also important to be good looking according to society standards?
Yeah, I mean, there are briefs that comes out, and in the brief it says we need a good-looking female, a good-looking male, a male with six-pack. So it's like, does looks more important than talent now? Does looks more important than acting? Because it's like, okay, fine, you'll get that beautiful woman, handsome man, but on set, are they gonna produce quality work, or they're just gonna just look good for the camera?
That's quite an interesting take. Yeah. And looking at you, you seem like you look like you go to the gym a lot. So is that one of the reasons why you go to the gym?
I mean, no, only say that. Working out is, it's important. Also, I'm a theater actor, so in theater
you have to be active.
Stamina. You need to be fit and stuff.
Because it's I run any moment.
I mean, we are performing 1 hour, 2 hour plays, so that needs stamina.
That's quite interesting.
So as an actor, it's important to work out and be fit.
I love that because I just love seeing people active. Because I don't want us to have an obvious problem like America. Like the one people in America has. The problem like they at the top of countries having issues with obesity and stuff like that, which is quite interesting. It comes with the job saying fit. I love that. Anyway, it's quite an interesting conversation that we're having, and I like how you are positioned in the industry, that you already started making appearances, and my audience is going to be searching those Zulu stories. Okay, there's Entangled. I remember Entangled because that was the only one that was in English, so it stood out. And there was Umzali Wami, Ndodakazi Yami,
and then Inhlanjululo, which is it's not out yet.
When is it going to be out?
I'm not sure, honestly. I need to, I'm not sure exactly about the dates, but we just finished filming 2 weeks ago.
Which is interesting now that you mentioned that you don't know when it's going to be out. So for my audience to know exactly when it's going to be out, they have to follow you. So where can they follow you at? On
Instagram, I am Londa Mkhize. I don't have Twitter. I don't have Facebook.
Why don't you have Twitter?
Twitter is I'm not fit for Twitter. I mean, Twitter is
I think, Jepa, you're just saying it's... Nope. You've explained a lot about the Twitter situation in South Africa. Hi, Bo.
I'm not a fan of Twitter. No, I'm just, I want to live a simple life.
Okay, so if you want to live like a very rough life, go on Twitter.
Go on Twitter.
Guys.
If you want to live a rough life.
Do you remember the handle? Please just remind them the handle.
I am Londa Mkhize. That's on Instagram. I am Londa Mkhize.
You don't have any Facebook? Once upon a time, did you have a Facebook?
I did, yeah.
And then what happened?
I mean, Facebook is weird, man. People in Facebook are weird.
Really? Yeah. As a person on Facebook, I find that very, very concerning, and I need to assess myself for something. Why are people on Facebook weird? What are people on Facebook doing?
I mean, I just don't like Facebook. I know, people there are just, I don't know if it's just, I don't know how to explain it. Like you'd get people in boxing you saying dumb shit. I'm so sorry with the language.
It's fine. It's fine.
I've a horrible experience with
Facebook.
So I
Okay.
don't like it.
Ngicela ningamenzi like Facebook, Instagram, please.
Yeah, please.
Because then they're not gonna find you anywhere, really.
If you've inboxed me on Facebook before, please don't come to my Instagram.
Please don't come to his Instagram.
You can follow, but don't come to my DM. Yeah.
Okay.
But I love you.
Anyway, this was quite an interesting conversation. Thank you so much for coming. I enjoyed having you. Are you happy?
I am. I mean, you are amazing. Keep doing what you're doing. All the best. And yeah.
Thank you. I've heard you scream, so I wanted to scream. I wanted us to scream and do like a loud thing. But the problem is that people starting so I don't do like that.
No,
but anyway, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it like some other time when you come back. Bye.
Thank you.